100 men, 10 weeks, some 3 ships. October 12, 1492. Columbus discovered the New World. And there was much rejoicing. But that is not history. Merely a story. Bloody officials hid the truth. The Avant Armada was forgotten. These true heroes were eradicating evil long before Columbus started packing. Here Be Dragons finally tells the tale of these events.
How's it going, guys? My name is Graeme. This is the brand new game, Here Be Dragons. I am fully leaving it in the hands of that opening cutscene to explain this game, honestly, because I don't really fully understand it. I was entirely roped in by the very interesting, unique visual style of the game, and I'm hoping that there's quality gameplay and story to live up to those expectations that I've built up in my own head. That was interesting enough to rope me in. Let's see if it can stick the landing here. When the mugs were full of beer and the plates were full of food, the only thing missing was a good story. I'll treat you to a tale that you won't read in learned tomes, nor hear from the mouths of witnesses. Go on. The year of our Lord, 1492, has entered the annals of history, but 2 years earlier, nothing foretold of this. Except for one thing. The court alchemist had forcibly sent to sea the most pathetic captain to ever set foot on the deck of a ship. The most pathetic? Is that me? Do I have to be the pathetic one, or can I be like the successful one? Maybe I'll have to earn my place and earn my right. Right now people will see me as useless, but I'll prove them. Gone fishing. By golly, click on the blinking dot to order a movement path. 1.1 Slaughter. Captain J. Maligna, in which there is itchy, feverish swelling, and natural selection shows a completely shocking face. I shall set sail. I believe there's some turn-based tactics going on in this game. I don't know if it's really like battles or something more. Alchemist Q. Captain, we were ordered to fire. What in the blazes? Do my eyes deceive me? We're firing on fishermen. What fishermen? These are ordinary trading target mannequins. Let's check your guns, Captain. I'm sure we could breeze through the tutorial-y stuff. Very insanely easy battle. Didn't really progress the story or anything as far as I can tell, so skipping through things. 1.2 Smoked Fisherman, in which I finally throw dice in the game. I give orders, and I cause more panic than a wolf in a sheep pen. I think my miserable wooden leg looks more like a target mannequin than the crew of these boats does. God save us! Why, there are wind-up mechanical wooden people. They only look alive from afar. I feel like we might just be killing real people, and these are just his excuses. Our little cherub friend spits out dice for us, and now we can assign dice. Oh, you assign to the enemies as well. I guess I'll give it a 3. Oh, they take the rest of the dice. Oh, maybe I should have taken a higher die. I don't entirely know what effect that has. Alright, I'll choose to use my attack against the guy that has the highest die just to see how that plays out. A box upon you! Strange magic. Maybe the eardrops from octopus extract was not such a good idea. I can clearly hear the mannequins talking. That damned wind is deceiving our senses. In the previous thing, it did also show people, like, screaming when I blew up the ships, and it wasn't until after, in this section, that I was like, I think these aren't dummies. I think we're just killing fishermen. Oh, I don't think the actual number on the die affects anything. For the demo, it was 1 to 6. Literally any die could do this. but sometimes your different skills will probably have different die requirements, and so if it required 6, and I took the 6, and one of these guys also had something that required 6, then he just wouldn't be able to do it because I had already stolen it away. So for the tutorial, it doesn't matter. I can see how it will matter later on. You cuckold. Wow. Yeah, she really put that insult die to good use, didn't she? Jeez. Rude. Then it goes back to the top of all this. You re-roll your die. There's only 2 to be assigned this time. I like the trail behind the die as you're assigning it. You can see I have the damage. He has defense. 2 versus 1. I'm gonna do 1 damage. Curse you! And they're all dead. I'm a great captain. I'm hoarse from shouting all those orders. Where's my medicine? I have to lie down. Captain, you can rest now. Meanwhile, I'll make sure that the mannequins don't go ashore. I imagine that's what his goggles are for, is to hide his shifty eyes while he runs through all his devious plans. Smoke on the water, big deep purple fans. The day when I discovered that good dice can help you and bad dice can destroy you. It's probably a relapse of the fever after it seemed so good. I'm hallucinating, hearing screams and seeing some kind of rafts. Not at all! The tides rose and flooded the trees, then receded. Now the waves are full of wood. It's an opportunity to practice advanced maneuvering. Get to work, Captain. This guy is just like a master marketer. He really knows how to put spins on things, you know? Choke the cherub, bum. Is he calling me the bum? Am I the bum? Choking the cherub sounds real dirty. I don't like that one so much. Broadside requires 2, but you only get 1 per turn, so you can't do it immediately, but I'm going to go ahead and steal. Oh, and it has to be exactly a 1? That's quite tough. Ooh, but by assigning a value of 6 die, that means I get a +1 attack. Nice. Oh, only 1 turn, though. And this is what I was describing before. All of these are 1 to 2, but he can't assign the one that has a 3. Whoa, shit, okay. Waste must be punished. Every unused die causes -1 health to all units of the guilty side. Collective punishment. So does that just kill them all? That was extremely easy for me. Oh, no, they have 3 health each. Okay. Look at him slowly drowning there. It's just logs, just twigs, branches, being blown around in the waves. Don't read into it. I have to like click to make their turns run, which is kind of strange. Hurling their insults at me. Oh, sick, he rolled a 1. And will this one also provide a benefit? I'm having a good day, so I'll give you another bonus. When you assign dice with a value of 1, you heal +1. Easy peasy. Oh, he's also going to assign a 1 and gain +1. Stealing away my bonus. It hardly even feels worth it anymore. So the logical strategy here would be to chip away 1 health at this guy, so that when it comes time to use my broadside, then this one is -2 to all, so I'll get them low enough to take out everyone. He always yells "son of a biscuit eater" at the end, like he's angry, but shouldn't he be happy that he won? The training is going better than I expected. After all your maneuvers, there are only splinters left, Captain. But it was wood. That checks out. It was just a bunch of wood. It's all splintered apart. Just making some kindling for the fire. You're doing great, Cap. Vanquishers of disease, we heal with the help of boomsticks. Knowledge test, Captain. Before us lies the source of many plagues. You will nip the problem in the bud, and at the same time demonstrate how you have mastered the art of command. Are we just going to kill all the people? Because people are pretty bad at spreading diseases. Abandoned villages? Probably natives were driven away by exotic parasites. You wouldn't believe it, but they can infect a person even... Yes, I've already deduced it, Captain. I like how they just rotate in different insults into, like, the speech bubbles all the time there. He just throws out, just barks insults alongside his orders. Oh, so these things have no salvos potential. They only have action potential. But it's rain of spears, 1 damage. Okay, I'll try to be careful with that as best as I can, I guess. I have no actions. They do. I have a fair amount of health, but it's still going to be able to do quite a lot of damage. Spears attacking us heroes. Holy hepatitis! Someone still lives here! It's an aggressive nest of blight. Doesn't want to be healed gently. Captain, bullets are the antidote. Please administer the cure. Is he pretending that the parasites are the ones hurling spears at us? It's becoming a little too colonial to be using bullets and death as my, like, cleansing, helping method. Makes me feel like not such a swell guy, you know? But this will be good, having the broadside, because I can heal, deal damage to everyone. Since it's, like, tutorially right now, the game is probably very intentionally giving me 6 and 1s during my rolls. I might as well do... Oh, it was only 1 damage there. I forgot I didn't have the bonus. I attacked that thinking it would be -2, and the broadside would kill at least one of these. Because I'm pretty sure your actions always ignore defense. Yeah, it goes straight for the core health there. Well, I'm pretty well about to die. I better hope I roll a 6 or a 1. Something to see me through it. I currently, like, can't work towards the broadside. I guess I can work towards the broadside. He needs 1 to 4. Okay, so if I steal this away, they won't be able to collect any of the die. Oh, and they'll all take damage. Nope, I fully read into that incorrectly, but still, killed one of the islands. So it still worked out quite nicely for me, just not precisely how I was picturing. That saved me. That I'm guessing this is set up to work out in a way that I, like, if I don't make the world's stupidest choices, I shouldn't be able to lose, but it doesn't look too promising at the moment here. As long as I steal the 1 away, shit, he'll still have what he needs. He'll still be able to do it. Ooh, but I'll have broadside. I get to do my actions first. I get to do salvos. They do salvos. It's nothing. I get actions. So I should be able to kill one of these minimum before they can kill me. And it's looking like it's only going to be the 1. The minimum and the maximum are similarly one and the same. Maybe he'll just die by me, stopping him from getting the die he needs. I shouldn't be able to lose at this point. I should be fine, barring any terrible decision making. He'll get one of those no matter what, so I just have to kill him on the salvos. Okay, more strategic than I was expecting, and I'm enjoying the humor so far. Killing all these random people on their islands and out at sea and pretending you're not. Good prank, Alchemist Q. And now it's over. Again, clear air blows over the oceans. Congratulations, Captain. I may be carrying a memento from the battle, because I'm starting to itch. Ugh, we didn't pick up anything too nasty there. Ooh, we get to go back to the inn. Follow up on our epic questing. The mugs are empty again. The tale has left you parched. I'm coming with more beer. Much more. What happened next with the unfortunate Captain Maligna and the cunning alchemist Q? And how did the whole adventure finish? We'll return to it shortly, but first I must tell you about a strange encounter which happened at the same time. I was certain that it was another wandering loser who mistook the tavern for a shelter. The future would reveal how wrong I was. Who's this little guy and his little group of rabble-rousers here? I would love to know the full tale. My name is Chrissy Columbus, as my friends call me, and I want to be a pirate. Arr! Arr! A pirate? That's a rather demanding profession. Do you have any qualifications besides your fine musculature? I don't know, man. Do you have any qualifications to be an innkeep other than your fine mustache? You noticed. This morning I started exercising, and already the effects are visible. My papa says that I can be whoever I want, and so I want to be a pirate. Arr. I see that you're ready, but you're missing one thing. A pirate's hat, and an eye patch. 2 things. And a parrot. 3 things. These were used by the legendary pirate leader, Captain Utterfool. I have been saving them for someone worthy to continue his legacy. Essentially, the first person to ask. Arr! I solemnly vow to wear them with pride and courage until the end of my days. Arr. That'll be 2 sovereigns, plus the price of a beer. And at that price, I'm plucking out my own eye. Chrissy Colombo, ready to do some grand old piratry, heading out to the sea. Hawk of Justice. 2.1 The last shall be first. I learned that not only size matters, but also speed. We're not coming face to face with Columbus already, are we? I feel a little bit better. Maybe thanks to the constant victories. But what is that appearing in the horizon? A windmill? I was wondering if you'd be feeling better with, like, his infection or parasite or whatever being counteracted by the nausea of the constant rolling of the ocean, that the two types of sicknesses just fell into some sort of weird equilibrium and had to stand still. A windmill? Why, yes, it's a windmill! Bloodthirsty, filthy, insatiable. Let's burn it before it lays eggs, Captain. The extent of your knowledge and abilities really starts and ends with chemistry, doesn't it? Your anatomy and knowledge of inanimate objects are both just atrocious. Animate, inanimate, either way, this guy doesn't really have a very firm grasp on it, it would seem. Oh, now we have to fold an initiative. Who's gonna do everything first? Wow, is that his? Because he's kicking my ass. Oh, initiative is going to change on every turn? It depends on the sum of the dice values assigned in the current turn. The player with initiative is whoever assigns the smaller sum. And what if the sums are equal, then whoever currently has initiative loses it? That feels kind of complex. Okay, so right now, technically, he has all the dice, but I would pick one. If I chose the 3, he'd be left at 5. Simple enough. Damn, so it's not all just about collecting the highest possible numbers, although you kind of have to make that trade-off because I want to use Thunder. He can use either dice with his salvo, his second salvo action, so it makes sense to make use of one that I can use, basically. So this is why it's more about dragging the die rather than simply just clicking it to receive it, because now you get to see the scale tip and like better understand how it's shifting and everything. That's really cool. That's such a helpful little animation to go along with everything. I am going to sacrifice my initiative because it's not particularly going to matter in this first turn anyways. I'll put it in the more specific slot. You didn't assign the smallest dice, so they gain initiative and will go first. That's fine for this turn. I'm liking how this game is easing me into the mechanics. It's not that complex, pretty quick to learn overall. There is like some interesting trade-offs and depth happening there, so I'm interested to play around with that further. Oh, he gets to roll the die, which also means he's going to get to select die first? Okay, interesting. Oh, shit. Okay, so he left me with the thing meaning that he gets to go first, and so I'm going to lose. You can decide not to allocate a die. Unused die don't add to your weight on the scale. You'd suffer a damage of 1, but that's better than certain death. But I really want it, because I'd get to use Thunder. But he has a second salvo, so he's going to get to attack me twice. So I don't take it, gain the initiative. I'm guessing the game wants this to happen. So that's gone. I gain the initiative. I take that penalty from the die, which sucks. And then I have the attack salvo. Oh, he doesn't have that much health. That's pretty cool, actually. That's neat. It's a good like preset example to help teach that. Death to windmills! You've caused too much human suffering. Well said, Captain. Piracy does not pay. I get wind in my sails and I descend like a hawk of justice. I imagine being a pirate does pay. You just kind of have to pay yourself. You kind of have to set your own hours, be your own boss, have that initiative and motivation to get out of bed in the morning and do a bit of pirating. Certainly not the sort of rest on your laurels type job where you just collect a pension at the end. You gotta put the work in. But I imagine it pays quite well if you're willing to put in that effort. Oh, hell. Another windmill. And the alchemist is frolicking below deck. Well, I'm flushed with success, so I'll show that I can deal with this myself. Ooh, Chrissy! A cursed one! Today you shall be the first victim of Black Chrissy. I'll slice you to bits. R. He's still figuring it out. He's not very good at the intimidation at this point. I'm glad I get to start with the, like, dice handling every time. I'm gonna build up towards Thunder, and if need be, I can, like, stop and take a repair. Down the line, it's nice to have options at this point. I don't get to choose bulls, right? Yeah, okay. But can I assign for you? No can do. Just trying to game the system in whatever way I can. Right, I forgot that I gave up initiative. And he's gonna slice me to bits on this same turn? Well, I guess I should probably follow it up with a repair after the fact. It's kind of interesting that I have to click to initiate their move, but I guess it just gives me a chance to, like, look through what's available. Oh, shit, he might take whatever dice I would need to do a repair to begin with. Oh, it didn't even roll one that would be useful for that anyways. Dang. Okay, but I'll maintain the initiative this time around. So I should still be fine. I'm gonna sink Columbus already? This didn't last very long, did it? Oh, can he do enough damage to take me out? He might be able to. Never mind. Didn't go that well. Not at all, I'd say. I shouldn't have been so sure of myself. If the right roll comes up, I might want to, like, immediately assign myself a repair, because I'm pretty well guaranteed to need it. Yeah, repair is going to come up after the salvo, so I might as well just let him take it, do all his damage, and then I'll repair after. Repair back up to full health. He'll use his slice to bits, but it's not that important at this particular stage. Oh, I wanted to... Okay, undo. Undo, because I want this. Take that back. No, I don't... I wish there was an undo button, because I kind of think I should have kept the initiative, because now he's going to have the control over assigning the die at the end of this turn, and that's why I'm probably going to lose. There's, like, not a chance he would give up the initiative here, so it should have been a fairly easy win. I just made a poor mistake, and it kind of got locked in. So he'll take the 2, right? Yeah, see, now he goes first and wins. This still feels quite tutorial-y. Like, it basically has to keep rolling these precise dice for these outcomes to be guaranteed. I imagine later on in the game, it's set up to not be these precise rolls, because otherwise it takes away any of, like, the randomness of the game, and that kind of seems like it defeats the purpose, and it becomes more of, like, a weird puzzle game than it is any sort of, like, RPG or strategy or anything like that. And I don't think that's what they're going for. So now I'll just simply ensure that I collect the die that gives me the initiative. And I can finish this guy off. Send him to an early retirement. Send him packing. Maybe it's not for you, man. You ain't no last Saskatchewan pirate. What? How? No. Trickery. I was supposed to win. Me. Just ignore those, like, 4 times you did win. Focus entirely on your loss. What was that? Did I hear a familiar voice? You're late. Another windmill is already sleeping with the fish. Bravo, Captain. I appreciate your taking matters into your own hands. Let's return to training. Yeah, so it is still tutorial-y. I haven't really left the shores or anything, so I imagine I'll go further out when it's time for a true adventure. An unexpected reprimand, in which an alchemist brings us a load of misery, and some of us soil our trousers, but with good reason, and there is no cause for shame. Well, good to know that everyone pooped their pants and feels good about it. What the blazes? I barely escaped after that clash with the mannequins and the windmills, and here's some new madness. Don't you dare lay a hand on the royal ship. Privateer Jonas. Not the king, but we were here because of the attack on the fishermen. You deserve a reprimand in the form of lead. What fishermen? Those were the alchemist's mannequins. Q, tell them yourself. Q? I'm leaving, Captain. You have more important things on your mind. Bon voyage. Just out like that, eh? My heart won't withstand this. Breathe. I see space. Plains, meadows, plowed fields. I see a stallion. I am a stallion. I was only zooming out. There he's actually sailing off. So long, you trickster. He really got one over on me there, didn't he? I'm not really sure what he gained out of it, but he certainly didn't stick it around to see it through. You can assign dice to improve your ship, so I don't only have to build towards these big numbers. And one thing with attacking that I did cover briefly in the tutorial that I might have skipped over is that if I raise the defense by 2, it's not that they're going to do 2 damage, 1 damage, and it'll be like defend. it adds them up. So these guys collectively do 5. If I defend with 2, I still take 3 damage. So yeah, it's not like a full legitimate negating of all the damage if I up that by 1. Oh, that's locked in. That'll be raised for the entire battle, making it like substantially more useful. Otherwise, it wouldn't seem that worth it to like assign an upgrade. You would probably want to focus more on placing things there. So that's quite good. I certainly wish I did more damage than I currently do. Everything has 6 health. Everything has the same defense. So I might as well try and sink the ones that deal more damage. All at once. Heavy damages. And I have no way of healing. All I have is the thunder thing. That's not really going to do a ton for me now, is it? Well, I have nowhere to assign the 1. Wow, I really don't have much that I can actually assign. One of you is going to be stuck with the 1, which will cause damages, but like, I'll die. I don't see a way in which I don't die on this turn. I get to go first, but doesn't do a lot of good for me. All you take your damages, eat your medicine, and then I do like the lamest attack there ever was. Great. And dead. Poorly. Went very poorly. Maybe things are happening randomly at this point. Oh! Maybe that was like you were supposed to lose that one. Meanwhile, things were heating up in the big world. As no plot happens without the person who pulls the strings, so in this story, there was such a person. The Royal Chancellor. The less informed said that he was the king's right hand. The well-informed knew that he was his eyes, ears, and hands. That day in the palace, the Chancellor met the first trained captain, a walking disaster. I could use a little bit of guidance. Things have not been going overly well. Q's back on board. I've missed you, buddy. You're such a loyal second in command. Your story is outrageous. It's a miracle that you managed to return on a turtle shell raft. I have only 2 remaining teeth, both with holes, but I thank destiny for those turtles. I'm at your command, my lord. Court alchemist. Did I not express myself clearly? Rid the seas of fishfolk, not fishermen. So from the opening cutscene, it means like the half-fish people. Ugh, oh, do I ever have egg on my face? Great source of compassion. Please forgive me. Treating fishermen as sea monsters. What an absurd idea. Captain Maligna will immediately correct the error. What? I'm not sailing anywhere. I'm barely alive. I've eaten only turtles for a week. My leg hurts, and I can't hear in my left ear. I haven't taken my drops, and my sister will learn about your successes, Captain, and we will ensure that she will be provided for. We already have drops, so it's agreed. Getting rid of the sea filth to expand our human territory is a matter of utmost importance. Good luck to you. Oh, he had treasure chests all over his office. I want them. I want treasure. Is Christopher Columbus out of the story? Did we take out his ship and that was it? He had that one little inkling of a plan of becoming a pirate and we cut it short? Whale hunting. Presumably I'll get to explore much more of that map. 3.1, a captain involuntarily. For a second I was thinking it was 3.1a and 3.1b would be following. No, a captain involuntarily. Which shows that despite a change of boat, it is difficult to be rid of some passengers. I got 2 boats now. That's real nice. And we can go blasting those dumb whales. Gotta nuke something. No one wants whales. Much better than windmills. You left me at the mercy of pirates. And the mannequins were not very mannequinish. I don't want to sail any further. Clearly, Captain, I was only testing your conduct in extreme situations. You performed excellently. Meanwhile, our goal is sea ink. We'll get it faster than the captain can say tropical disease. The Chancellor, the captain, one of them, whoever says it more quickly. We'll do it more quickly than that. Sounds good, don't it? Still only 1 die per turn per boat. They have very slightly different stuff. You repair yourself or fire 2 damage to 1 enemy. Repair everyone by only 1. or 1 damage to all. So they kind of specialize in different ways. These guys legit don't do damage. They just feed. Don't really care if they take the higher initiative because they're not going to do anything anyways. Plus I can stick them in a way that forces them to take damage for not using die. So they both have to choose the same target. I can split the targets if I want, which is interesting. Net total is 0 damage. Add in the second guy, and that's how we're going to actually hurt this damn thing. Now they're going to have the first initiative and are going to take away half of the damn die. I might get kind of cornered here. Oh, nice. You're all set to use fire all guns. I forgot that it only takes 1 die to actually use that one. But having a selection of only 2 die across a very limited number of spaces with very tight limitations of how they can be spent, it's quite risky overall, and I think I'm going to get away with it. Improved damage permanently. I believe that seems worth it. And it doesn't really matter where I stick the other one right now. 1 dead whale. Loading up on ink, blubber, ambergris. Almost couldn't remember what that was called. Maybe snack on a few blowholes while we're at it. I hear they're extra tasty. I got a nice chew to them. And that should put an end to the whale plague. The infestation, ruining our lovely seas. And still no ink, even though I said tropical disease 534 times. The ancient books could not have been more wrong. Let's sail to the habitat of the whales of Karnak, Captain. Our luck will have to change there. At the end of every battle, they're all repaired, even if it's sunk. There was nothing to repair in that one because they were just a bunch of dumb whales. Side effects, in which I find out that pouring ink onto the logbook, well, and also into my throat, is bad. It's just 2 whales again. Shouldn't this be like an identical battle? That shouldn't really be any real risk here. Maybe things are becoming more random. Maybe there was a chance I was going to find some... Oh! You've learned to find ink bottles. There's where it mixes it up. They will appear at the start of a turn and after the death of an enemy. And now collect all the ink bottles. Oh, just like so. That was very easy. Extraordinary ink can make errata in your logbook. That is, edit reality. To see how you do this, click the tab. Yes, how? Oh, you can use 3 points from ink bottles to re-roll 1 die. Which one would I like to re-roll? Maybe I'll re-roll the 1 since I have no real use for it right now. Give it a quick try. That's interesting. You're rewriting history. Everything here exists on like maps and journals, and it's all being told through story and everything. Cool, like, narrative device to go along with it all there. That's not all. Later, more errata options will appear in the tab, collecting bottles and chain and events, and it'll all work out. You've gained a new errata. Reroll. Costs 3 ink to do so. All I have left is 3s. That might have been a mistake. Oh, I still ended up with the worst initiative. Oh, it tied. It was a tied initiative. This ink is a true miracle. Now we'll be able to change the content of the logbook. Maybe I can try it? I feel like my bones are breaking and the ulcers on my back are swelling strangely. The joys of living a life at sea. Oh, these are violent whales. We seem to have angered them, and now we legitimately have to fight them. Oh, and some of them have, like, ram removes a die? I don't like this. I don't like the threat of this. I would very much like to put an end to these whales as quickly and violently as possible. Oh. What is going on? Book of Sea begins. Chapter 25, Whale of Karnak. A predatory whale which is malicious and cruelly fierce. It gathers momentum and strikes a ship like a battering ram. Amid the shouting and crying of seamen who fall into the water, it devours them with terrible teeth, removes assigned die. So I'm putting together like a compendium, like a monster, bestiary, or whatever it's called. Oh, he's going to go ahead and take all the good dice. Oh, he took all the low ones. Alright, I can make do with this. Now I believe I'll take a defense upgrade, because then you can't do damage to me, even if you add up your abilities. Ooh, a bottle. I guess I genuinely have to, like, keep an eye out for those. Attacking them or killing them? I thought I would have to, like, legitimately kill them for it to be a thing. Fire on all whales. Oh, we're still one shy. I'm not a big fan of sitting back and waiting for them to do their thing. They rolled a shitload of really low die on that one. Ended up killing themselves, even with just their one regular roll like that. By doing that, they robbed me of ink bottles. I feel like ink bottles should have dropped there. I feel very shortchanged in this. Here I'm leaving myself with, like, very low initiative. He's gonna end up doing a ram, and I want to see how the knocking the dice loose works. It, like, didn't have... Oh, he didn't do it yet. And he's not gonna get the chance to, I don't think. I was kind of curious. I don't want to miss my chance to grab that bottle. Oh, do I just, like, auto get it? I hope so. I don't know whether drinking that ink was a good idea. My head is spinning and I feel swelling. That's like, it tastes like burning. I just feel swelling. It's weird to feel a verb like that or whatever, you know? Thanks to your stupid bravura, good captain, we now know not to drink the ink. No drink ink. Just write that down in the journal. No drink ink. Good. Should be easy to remember. It rhymes, nice and short, succinct. You could probably do some sort of cool typography thing with it, with drinking ink. Just make a shorthand. Hunter or hunted, in which the alchemist is uncontrollably excited and an epidemic of doubt descends upon me. That sounds like every single morning for me. An epidemic of doubt? It's familiar territory. Oof, the cargo bay is almost full and the inky diarrhea is ending. Oh, that's the worst thing I've ever heard. Maybe not. I'll be back shortly. Get out of my way. That's the worst, Captain. You just stay down below deck or hanging your cheeks off the side of the boat or whatever it is you're doing. I would like no part in what you're currently dealing with. Ooh, because they have 3 people, majority of the time in these first few moves, they will just end up with the worst initiative. I'll just kind of try to play that up to my advantage as much as I possibly can. Oh, yeah. If I leave the 1, they'll be unable to assign it. So yeah, I'm gonna take the 2 on that one. Oh, but that evened out the initiative. Interesting, because he literally couldn't take that die. We ended up at 6 and 6 each. That's very interesting how that worked out. I think this cloud is not... It seemed like that was a part of like a buff on him or a debuff or something. Nope, it was just floating on past. It was just very distracting looking. Oh, these whales with their crazy defense. I might have to specifically focus on ganging up on this guy even though he has that extra health. Legit, this is kind of tricky. A Triton. Unaccursed people who succumb to the mermaids and drowned. A Triton leaps suddenly from the water, then throws a huge sharp trident into his victim with great strength and accuracy. Block the next execution of an action. That's what his pin does. Ooh, I would like to stop that from happening as much as possible. What are these hellish creatures? I've fallen from the latrine into the cesspit. An exquisite organism. Structural perfection, matched only by its hostility. We must bring it back. I will be able to study it in the laboratory. Of course you got a touch of the madness. Any good scientist does. Damn it. The evened initiative thing and him getting to claim all the die now is really gonna screw me over, isn't it? Now he's gonna have his throw trident ability. Not excited about that. I have like 0 healing options. That sucks. Can't raise my defense. This guy's more or less dead. Pretty well a guarantee, I think. And I'm gonna have the awesome inability to assign that die. So cool. Can't wait to take that damage. This is going really, really poorly. And they all ganged up, and that boat is toast. That's about the end of that. I'm gonna lose this battle quite easily. Oh, and he knocked that die loose. Son of a bitch. Good work. Proud of yourself? I'm gonna take all these ones, raise my defenses, and just ensure that he takes the worst initiative there, because that really did do a lot to screw me over. But now he's gonna, like, ram me and all this stuff, and that all sounds bad. And I do so little damage. This battle got real hard real early on. I feel ill-prepared. I don't like it when they can do so many actions so easily like this. There, lost a die already. Oh, well, he's not even gonna live to be able to be repaired. Because I specifically had a repair left to use on him. I gotta restart this again. Oh, good. Good. I like when they're able to kill me before I have a chance to use a repair on myself. And it brings a nice, quick end to everything. I'm definitely going to want to assign more repairs. That'll auto-heal me right away there, which is great. Really helps the cause. And take some extra bonus damage. And he's going to get to go first. Oh no, we're tied. We're tied in initiative. And so I get the first go-around this time. Oh my goodness. This could be the attempt where I finally actually, like, win here. I was getting real stuck and feeling real low on options there. Phew. And you just go ahead and eat your big thing of krill or whatever. You do what you do there, dude. I won't stop you. They can use all of these, so it's not like I would be taking them out of their hands or anything like that. So I'll just take whatever it is that works well for me. -1. I barely overcome their defenses there. Makes it very difficult to progress. But they have to overcome my defenses as well, and that seems to similarly be a challenge. Oh, you're gonna ram. What are you gonna knock out? Anything is annoying. I need that. It's very hard to damage you damn whales as is. You're busy healing yourself, and who knew they could be such a pain in the ass? Damage boost and shooting on something, ignoring its defenses. I'm throwing away the initiative on this one. I could attempt to re-roll one of these to make it a 1 or a 6. That seems like a fun little way to mess with them. Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll the 5 because I don't want these things to use ram because it annoys me a lot. I'm hoping it rolls into something that it can't use. Perfect. That is actually like... that worked out so well. Can't ram me. You have to take that damage now. Suckers. Suck on it, whales, you sucky bunch of sucks. Am I losing it a little bit? Maybe. TBD. At least a little bit. But I got myself another dead-ass whale, and that feels good. I'm really growing to hate these whales here. And take that quick 2 damage. Get my ink on. I'm gonna take the 2 only and not take anything so that I get to steal away the initiative. And I'll be able to immediately, like, repair that. So I'm not too concerned about it. And I might just win right there. No, not quite. He's gonna kill me before I can repair it now that I really think about it. Oh, right. No, I had ever so slightly thought that through. In the heat of the moment, that had occurred to me, and then I had immediately forgot again. Oh, how could you? Look at that dumb floating dead body in the middle of the ocean there. Go collect that for the doctor. He wanted some of that for his collection. I think I've queued this up for like a guaranteed win. There's not a lot that you can do there. I might be able to just win just like this. Oh yeah, even if I didn't, I had actions that I would have won through instead. Oh, I hate that you miss out on the ink bottles at the end of those though. That's a bummer. Mannequins, windmills, and evil monsters. Q, you're always talking me into stuff. Could we not have negotiated first with them all? Why do we immediately fire cannons at them? I find your lack of faith disturbing, Captain. Sea filth are not conversational partners. We're taking part in the greatest enterprise of mankind, and that requires sacrifices. He's really impassioned over all of this, isn't he? Let's wrap up the whale hunting saga nobody expects. A pirate expedition? Nice Monty Python reference. This time, I'm going to talk first. Partly, parsley, parlay. The code is just a set of guidelines. And besides, it does not apply to civilians, especially those who had the audacity to enter the same water twice. 3 enemy ships here. I'm imagining this is going to be approximately as challenging as the last one shaped up to be. These guys all have second salvo as their thing, and it all... two of them do 2 damage. Takes 2 die to initiate all that. They all need between 2 and 5, so they can all use any of these die. Trying to think through things as, like, meticulously and strategically as I can. Oh, I really need the undo button. I would rather would have boosted him and given this guy that repair rather than the repair 1. I'll make do with what I got, but yeah, not being able to undo sucks, because, like, when you're just kind of plotting things out and mapping a plan, occasionally you just make a bit of a mistake. Oh, see, I want to use the 1 to heal with. I'll leave them with 1-1. No, rather than taking the immediate bonus of that, I'll just take the 2 different kinds of repair. Oh, they're gonna kill me otherwise. Well, I've already placed it. Kind of screwed that pooch again. Well, there you have it. You guys are taking on the immediate 2 damage there. Oh, and he'll have the second salvo in his action. Ah, well, I just gotta hope I can kill one of these ships immediately. And I should be able to. That plan partially came together how I wanted. I'm hoping they can't kill either ship. Okay. I'll take the 5 just to keep it out of his hands. And the 2? Yeah, the 2. Heal up, keep the initiative. This round is going, like, exceptionally well for me. I feel like I've gotten quite lucky in a lot of ways. I thought I still had initiative. My mistake, I guess. But I got another ship sunk, so I'm not too stressed about it. Things are going swimmingly. Swimmingly because we're in the water. It's marginally funny at best, not very. Marginally might even give it too much credit. Nice. My defenses are, like, high enough that this thing legitimately is not... You can't even breach my defense. So that went way better than the previous battle. Damn it, ink bottle again. Every time I forget about it. Aha! Kiss my boils. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberry. We're really committing hard to the Monty Python bit here. We sure showed them, Q. Hey, why are you sitting in the boat? We won. I admit it was surprising. One way or another, you've reached the end of your possibilities, you damned hypochondriac. Your dilemmas are not in alignment with royal politics. We blew up? Why did we blow up? I thought we did damn fine work through all that. Yes, I also laughed. Captain Malignant defeated the mythical creatures, and then he burned the pirate fleet. It can't be. However, he was too weak for the alchemist's exploding trap. Why did the alchemist commit the crime? Well, Malignant may have been naive, but he was not a complete idiot. He saw that human civilization could communicate with the Tritons. Unfortunately, that was not in line with the palace's plan to conquer the seas and new lands without talking with anyone. Meanwhile, concerned by the lack of news, the Chancellor organized a rescue expedition, officially called a research expedition. The urgency necessitated the services of a mercenary, a strange mercenary. Was this a character we've met? Is this one of the guys we were kind of battling with just a moment ago? I think that guy might be new. Might be a new guy. Looks like a great leader. Research expedition. I'm not actually going to initiate it. I'm just going to click the first thing. 4.1. On the trail of sea dogs, we have Captain Parrot, in which Polly's eagle eyes Help us find the survivors. That is where I'm going to put it down. That was like 80 minutes of this game. I don't know how long the video is going to end up being. I like the battles. There's some nice strategy going on there. I just kind of want to flip over and read a little bit more about the game to share. I think that's a decent representation of like the mechanics of the game. Obviously, you're gonna have all sorts of different types of ships and enemies and things that have all different kinds of needs and different dice assignments. But I think the real heart of the game is in like the cool graphics, the silly characters, the funny dialogue in between and everything. So I'm kind of into all of it. I don't feel the need to complete a full series for the sake of the channel. I might play more on my own because I think it has a nice casual pace about it and everything. I would certainly recommend it. If you watch this and it seemed at all appealing to you, then yeah, I think it would be a good one to give a try. I just think it would be repetitive for a series, so a one-off is where it will stay. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.